beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we're going to talk about why we feel such angst and why we get anxious right before a manifestation is about to arrive. Like, what is going on in our body, and why doesn't it feel good to receive something good? And here's why. So there's this little piece of us called the ego. It is the mind, and the ego wants to keep us safe. It wants to protect us. It doesn't want any kind of change. It likes everything that's predictable. It likes to know where we're going and what we're doing, and it doesn't want anything new coming into our reality. So when we manifest, we obviously have to be open to change. We have to be willing to be flexible and to move with the current, and to say yes to things we wouldn't normally say yes to allow things to come in. So the ego gets very, very uncomfortable when it knows something is about to arrive. So that means your body will feel immense, immense discomfort. You will feel a churning stomach. You'll feel tightness in your chest. Your jaw might be clenching. You might not be sleeping. You just feel like something really bad is going to happen to you. And it's this energy that is moving through you because it knows that change is coming, but that change is not negative. It's your manifestation finally getting here. And sometimes, I don't really know if this is true or not, but some teachers say that when you feed into that fear and you believe it and you think it's never going to come, that they say that pushes your manifestation away. It's almost like you shut a door, like you're feeling those feelings and you're not relaxed through it and you're not trusting, and you're like, oh my gosh, something bad is going to happen. And then you feed into it, which creates more of it in your reality. So I don't know if that's true. We don't really know if things are being delayed. I guess all we know is whether it shows up or not, and that's our proof. But for me, my manifestations usually do show up right after a day of immense, immense anxiety. And I've now learned, and I teach my clients this, that you have to track it. So please journal when you're feeling this anxiousness. Write it down. Say Tuesday night for about 5 hours, I felt anxious. Now you have it on paper, right? And then say on Thursday is when something really amazing happens to you. It might have been a manifestation that you've been manifesting for 2 years, and all of a sudden it pops up on this random Thursday, and your body was feeling that feeling on Tuesday night. So now you know there's this like 48-hour difference, right? So in the future, when you're feeling that anxiousness and it feels similar to that Tuesday night, now you're going to know, all right, in 48 hours, I'm going to be receiving something new. And it's a language, it's textbook, it's a pattern that's how you're connecting with your guides, your angels, the universe, whatever you would like to call it. So I highly recommend journaling it. But the ego is still going to creep in the future. It doesn't just die off and it says, okay, we accepted change once, so now we're not going to bother them anymore, and they're just going to be able to receive manifestations easily. No, it takes a lot of work, hard work, to receive a manifestation. You have to have so much grit and determination to, when your stomach is churning and when your heart is beating out of your chest, you have to pause and say, I know this feeling. I'm not going to feed into it. I trust. I'm just going to do whatever I need to do in that moment. This is where I love what I do. And I'm so grateful I am who I am, because I used to watch other videos and nobody would tell me what to do in that moment. Like, what do I do with that fear? How do I cope with it? What you do is you find something to soothe yourself. For me, I like to go out in nature. I literally went to a park on Friday when I was feeling this anxiousness. I laid in the grass. I literally had like a sports bra top on, shorts. It was like 70 degrees. And I just laid there. And I was like, universe, take this feeling from me. And it wasn't going away. It stayed there all day and all night. And I just had to ride the wave. But the whole time my body was feeling this sensation, my mind was not trying to figure it out. My mind allowed it to be here. It said, okay, this is here. I'm just going to live with it. I'm going to make meals. I'm going to do my normal routine. I'm going to take a bath. And we just let it ride. Do not resist it. Do not force yourself to get out of it. Just do whatever you can to feel good in that present moment. And then journal it. Get really excited. Be like, all right, I'm feeling anxious today. This is a good thing. Something good is on the way. And then you can start to shift your mind so that you can find peace through that chaos. And it can be really, really textbook and really, really simple and easy from here on out if you lean into this. If you don't let that fear make you spiral and then start to make all these terrible decisions, and then you go drink alcohol, and then you go try to numb it, and you make your day worse rather than just letting it be there and resting through it. And if you have to take off work, take off work. It's okay. You're allowed to choose you. This is your body. This is your life. If you don't feel well, do not push through and force it to go away. Your body is sending you a signal, and you have to honor it and allow it to be there. And if you can work through it, then work through it. But don't make it worse, is what I'm trying to say. Because when we make it worse, we are creating that next reality for ourselves. So if you're making it worse and you're letting your thoughts spiral negatively for hours, now your next few days might be a product of that. But when your body's just feeling something and your thoughts are just fine, and you're like, all right, this is here, I'm just going to let it be here, you're not creating anything negative. If anything, you're just really open, and you're saying, universe, it's okay. My body can feel this way. I'm not going to panic. I trust you. And when the universe knows that you trust it, it is open, and it can pour all your manifestations into your hands because it sees that you're open, saying, I trust you. So that is the trick. And this is why we have this feeling before manifestation arrives, because the ego doesn't like change, but we love change. And we have to comfort that little ego and literally tell it in the moment, Michelle, talk to yourself, say, Michelle, you're safe. You're okay. This change is going to be good. You don't have to worry. You know, think about like a little kid changing schools. And what would you say to that little boy or girl? You're going to meet all new friends. You're going to have 2 sets of friends. You start to think of all the positive ways that this change could be good for that child. So you are that child that's having that little bit of panic right before your manifestation arrives. So nurture that child. Nurture your inner self and just say, everything's good. This change is going to be awesome. Get hype. It's coming soon. And you've done the work. So sit back, open your arms, and receive. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. All right, peace out.